v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, shel Shabbat. La 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 la.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Bruchim Habayim. Welcome on this beautiful day and evening. Our musical Shabbat. This is our first musical Shabbat of the season, our second only ever on our new terrace, our new Solomon Terrace. We're so grateful to be out here enjoying the weather. And this weekend we are celebrating the bar mitzvah of Leo Brooks. And we wish Mazel Tov to Leo and Mazel Tov to his parents, Josh and Laura, to his brother Jacob, and to his grandparents, Toby and Neville and Roger, and all the family come from Massachusetts and tomorrow from all over the country. And it's bringing joy to our whole community, to our celebration tonight. So I hope you're feeling good.
I like it.
And so we're just a few days after Pesach. Yesterday was the last day of Passover. And we celebrated the crossing of the Red Sea. And we're out of Egypt now. We're free. We're free of matzah. We're full of that joy of the crossing, free, the joy of Cherut, the joy of that song that was sung as the slaves, the freed slaves, went through the parted waters and experienced freedom. So what do we do with our freedom? We walk to Sinai. We find meaning. We find purpose. We devote ourselves to our identity, our tradition, just like Leo's been doing all these years to get to this point today. So if it's your first time in musical Shabbat, please join us in singing or just take it in, dance with us a little bit. Our Kabbalat Shabbat service was created 500 years ago by the Kabbalists of Tzfat, who used to go out into the hills on Friday Eve, their hearts full of yearning and devotion to greet the Shekhinah, the Divine Bride. We begin our service, our Psalms, our journey through the Psalms on page 11.
God ma'afanav betoda bizmirot nari'alo Arba'im shana Akod Vedor Va'omaram Toele Vavem Ve'im Lo Yadu Drachai Asher Izbati V'Yabim Yivon El Menuchati.
Page 13. Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Sing to Adonai. Praise God's name.
כבודו בכל העמים נפלאותיו כי גדול אדוני גדול מאוד נורא הוא על כל אלוהים כל אלוהי העמים אלים ואדוני שמיים עשה עוד והדר לפניו עוז ותפארת במקדשו עבור אדוני משפחות עמים עבור אדוני כבוד העוז על אדוני כבוד שמו שאו מנחה וכל בחצרותיו היי יאי די 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 יאי די 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 די
Until everybody gets up.
Get up and dance.
Another rabbi is here. Look at this. Next psalm, page 15. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu im rabim
Page 16.
16.
Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Or zaru el atzadik, ul'yishrei lev simcha. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, v'yodu l'zecher koreshav.
Turn to page 17, Psalm 98. Sing to Adonai a new song. Shabbat is a time to revitalize, to renew, to refresh our spirit. Page 17. To find a new song.
Yay, day, 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 day. Yay, day, 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 day,
Adonai malach yirgizu amim, Yoshev keruvim אותנו את רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו.
Please rise, we turn to page 21, Mizmor LeDavid. Acclaim Adonai, children of the divine. The voice of Adonai, with all of its power, shatters the cedars, makes the mountains and the trees dance like calves, but also gives us the peace of Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, Mazel
Shabbat Shalom.
Tov, Mazel Tov. Let us now turn to page 23. We turn to Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, the central prayer of our Kabbalat Shabbat service, a prayer to the Shekhinah, the feminine divine force. First, the Shekhinah is described as in the dust, forlorn, an image for our world and all of its struggles and brokenness. But then through our prayers, the Shekhinah is raised up. Kumi, Kumi, arise, arise. Raise up. Bring our world to healing, our world to peace. Page 23, Lecha Dodi.
שמור וזכור בדיבורך, השמיענו ליל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מכאן נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך אדוני לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקרלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לפשישי ותפתח עמי, על יד בן ישי בתהלך בי, קורבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך אדוני לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקרלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שירה בארי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך אדוני לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקרלה.
We turn to the last stanza. At the bottom of page 25, we rise to greet the bride. Shabbat.
אוהי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני ים סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך אדוני לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי לי לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי לי לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי
Please remain standing. We turn to page 39A for our Baruch Hu. We face east for our call to worship, direction of Jerusalem.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMivorach.
Baruch Adonai Avorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMivorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We turn to a responsive reading. We're on the far left column of page 39A. Beloved are you, eternal God, by whose design the evening falls, by whose command dimensions open up, and eons pass away, and stars spin in their orbits.
You set the rhythms of day and night, the alternation of
Nation
light
of light
and
and
darkness,
darkness.
creating word.
In rising sun and in spreading dusk, creator of all, you are made manifest.
Eternal,
Eternal,
everlasting
everlasting
God,
God.
always be aware of your dominion.
Beloved are you, Adonai, for this hour of nightfall.
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzavaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chalenu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Amari v'aravim.
Page 40, Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael. The last 5 lines in song on page 40.
Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu u'bahem negeh yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu u'bahem negeh yomam v'layla. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו טעם, ושבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ושוכבך במקומך. ושייטון מאוד בידיך, והיו תותחות בין עיניך, ותתם וזאת ביתך.
ישערך.
Impress these words of mine upon your heart and upon your soul. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a symbol above your eyes. Teach them to your children by speaking of them when you sit in your home, when you walk on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your home and on your gates. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe le'emor. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 43b, we have a responsive reading. You proclaimed the covenant on the seventh day.
You declared it and decreed it. We listened and heard it,
To love this day, we inherited delighting in its remembrance.
and began its command with the word remember, Zachor,
From the time you bestowed it, joy filled the hearts of Yeshurun, the people you redeemed.
securing the cause of righteousness.
You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed. On the seventh day you rested.
And on this day, Israel, your people, rest.
To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise.
Umalchuto braton, kiblu alechem, Moshe Miriam, Bnei Yisrael, lechanu shira, v'simcha rabba, ve'ameru kulam.
Bichamocha bailim Adonai, Bichamocha nedar b'kodesh, Norati lo tosefele, Norati lo tosefele.
Malchutecha, ra'uv banecha, vokei hayam, livnei Moshe, zeli, anu ve'ameru.
Adonai imloch leolam va'ed, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed.
V'nema kifadar, Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
Turn to page 45, Hashkivenu, a prayer of protection.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu v'shalom, me'amidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu v'shalom, me'amidenu malkeinu lechaim. Ushmos etenu, uboenu, lechaim ushalom.
Pros alenu sukat shalomecha, Baruch atah Adonai. Apore sukat shalom aleinu, V'al kol amo Yisrael, V'al Yerushalayim.
Please rise, page 46. The people Israel shall observe Shabbat, maintaining it as an everlasting covenant throughout all generations.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
ועלמה דברה קירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביבומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה, ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם עולם מהלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה
תושבחתה לנחמתה תמירן בימה
ואמרו
אמן.
Our silent Amidah begins on page 47. We turn east, that way, towards Jerusalem, page 47 to 52.
don't actually. Maybe Owen has one.
What do you say?
Havadim Hayim. I can start.
I don't know.
On that,
On the outside.
on top of that box, on top of the charts, on top of that box.
With my own doctored up chords. Go through it once or twice. Avadim hayenu hayenu hatabanekorin
You may remember this from a week ago. We were slaves, now we were free.
Hayenu
We were free.
Avadim hayenu hatabanekorin banekorin. Avadim hayenu hayenu hatabanekorin banekorin. Avadim hayenu hatabanekorin. Avadim hayenu hatabanekorin banekorin. Simen tov, mazel tov,
That's for you, Leo.
Simen tov, mazel tov, Simen tov, mazel tov, Simen tov, mazel tov, Ulechol Yisrael, Yehelanu lechol Yisrael. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Hey, Simen tov mazel tov yehelanu. 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 Yehelanu ulechol Yisrael. Yehelanu ulechol Yisrael. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai 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 dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai.
That's how they sing Simen Tov and Mazel Tov at the Tottenham Hotspurs Stadium. Just like that.
The tasks for the
Yep.
bar mitzvah is to learn the kiddush for Shabbat. Leo will lead us.
Amen. Ivanu vacharta viotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim
v'shakochecha be'ava uvratzon
Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
The first
L'chaim.
Manischewitz. Go for it.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Yeshkoach.
It's only grape juice, so. Yeshkoach.
Not at my bar mitzvah wasn't grape juice.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Mezal tov. One of my earliest memories was hearing the melody that we began our service with today. It was a melody that my own parents sang to me when I was a child before going to sleep, and it's part of our bedtime ritual. It can be found in most sidurim and most prayer books for the service just before one goes to bed. And the words are, "In the name of God, the God of Israel, to my right is the angel Michael, to my left is the angel Gabriel. Behind me is Raphael, and before me is Uriel, and above my head is the Shekhinah, the feminine presence of God." And I always understood this as a prayer of protection. And then I remember there was one day, many years later, where I was in a very challenging moment, and suddenly that melody came into my mind, and it sounded exactly like when my parents used to sing it to me. It was striking. And such is the power of song. This is the power of song and of the human spirit. And so just yesterday was our very last day of Passover. And in the last days of Passover, what we think about is the crossing of the sea, of the Red Sea. And it was a miracle that was beyond compare in our tradition of unparalleled magnitude, because the children of Israel thought they were stuck. On one hand, there was Pharaoh pursuing them with all of the chariots. On the other side was the sea, impossible to cross. And they thought, this is the end. There is no way forward. There's nothing we can do. But suddenly the waters opened up, and they walked through on dry land, and they crossed. But it wasn't just a regular crossing. And Rebbe Natan of Nemirov, he says, it wasn't only that they were being saved, but at that moment they were transported to a whole other place, a whole other experience of transcendence. And as the Midrash says, even a handmaid saw at the sea what the prophet Yecheskel, Ezekiel, did not. And the word that they use in the Torah for when they cross the sea and suddenly the waters part and there is a space in between is charava. And charava is a very unusual word. It means actually destruction, or it means desolation. It's a word that's used for the end of days often. And it's meant to tell you where they went. They went to a place that was completely other. Rebbe Natan says they went to a place beyond space and time. And all they had to describe that experience, all they had to describe that place was song. All they had was a melody that came up within them to show gratitude for the moment that they were free, thank God at last, after 400 years. You can imagine what that must have felt like, that their God had come to save them was a God of love. And they just started to sing, and their song was the most beautiful song we have, Ozi v'zim ratcha vayhi Yeshua, which we translate as my strength and the song of God will be my salvation, but really there's no way to translate that verse. It makes very little sense because it's all one. Salvation, song, God, all are one in this verse. How can you describe all of it? Our tradition says that this song that they sung was the highest prophecy that was ever achieved by any Israelite. It had everything in it. And so songs bring us to that place where words cannot bring us, cannot describe. So as Jews, since the destruction of the temple 2,000 years ago, we have not been the people of beautiful buildings. Yes, we do have beautiful shuls, including this one. But there have been many times over thousands of years we've not been able to build big, beautiful buildings. We never knew how long we were going to stay. We were not allowed to. But we became a people of song, because you can take your songs wherever you go. You can take your melodies wherever you go. And songs carry all our spiritual emotions: love, the need for protection, for love, celebration, sadness, joy. Many years ago, our congregation was on a congregational trip in Israel. And on the Friday night, we were at the Western Wall at the Kotel. And suddenly, everything just came together. We randomly met family members of some of the people who were in our group. It was a beautiful spring evening. And our synagogue prayers, that's our little group, were so powerful that suddenly everybody else was coming in and dancing with us. They wanted to join our minyan and left their minyan. And that was a Kabbalat Shabbat service to remember. And we thought we have to bring that to our synagogue. And this is part of what this service is about, trying to bring that joy, trying to bring that uplift, knowing that song can bring us to that kind of place of inspiration, of joy that we can take with us into the rest of our lives. So, Leo, I wanted to say that the joy of a bar mitzvah fits into some of this category of just that kind of joy. And you said just a few days ago that you spent 7 years going to religious school for 3 hours a week to prepare for this moment. And that's half your life that you've been coming to this building to study, to absorb, to feel like this is your community, your spiritual home, that you have a home in Judaism. And we hope that you can take it all in, and that we all share a little in the pride and joy of this moment for you. Shabbat Shalom. Please rise. We turn to Aleinu, page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם אלוקינו כהם, וגואלנו כגוי המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגוהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד. אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ נתחת. אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין
ותקן עליו במלכות שלם.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ושמו
Please be seated. I'd like to thank our davening team tonight for our second ever Kabbalat Shabbat service on our beautiful new Solomon Terrace. Kent Rafiga, Jonathan Miller, Sasha Janoti Goralnik, Aaron Bernstein, David Oramaner, and Owen Frankel. Let us now turn to our Mourner's Kaddish. We're on page 58. So we do not have a list of yard sites this evening. So if you are observing a yard site, I'd like you to please rise and let us know what yard site you're observing. Anyone else have a yard site? If you're observing a yard site or in mourning, please join me in the words of the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabba. Balma tiva kimutei valnik mavutei. V'kaychom v'chom Beit Yisrael. V'galal v'zman aviv amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam ha'olam. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yiparach v'yitkomam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar Shmei L'Kudusha b'richu Le'ela minko b'chata v'shirata tush v'chata v'nechemata damiran be'aman v'emu amen. Yehi shlam Rabba ben Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'emu amen. V'oseh shalom mimomav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'emu amen. Please join us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. as we celebrate the bar mitzvah of Leo Brooks. We'll have a wonderful celebration and simcha afterwards. And for more information about all of our other programming, please see our website. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, and let us conclude our service tonight with the singing of Yigdal with a Sephardic folk song, page 62.
Yigdal Elohim Hai v'yishtabach Nimtza v'etziuto Echad en yachid ve'yichudo Ne'lam v'gam en sof le'avluto En lo damut haguf ve'eino guf Lo na'arov elav kedushato Kadmon lechol davar asher nivra Rishon ve'en reshit le'reshito Inno adon olam lechol notzar Yoreh gedulato u'malchuto Shefan avuato netano el Anshe segulato v'tifato Lo kam beYisrael kemo sheol Navi u'mabid et emunato Torah emet natan le'aoel Al yad elyon le'an beto Lo yachal Yifa'el ve'lo yamidato Le'olamin le'zulato Zofe ve'yodea zetarenu Mabit le'sof davar be'kadmato Gomel le'ish chesed kemifalo Noten le'rasha kerishato Yishlach leketz yamin she'shichenu Lifdol b'chaye ketz Yeshuato Metim yechayel berov chasdo Baruch hadeyan shem tehilато Metim yechayel berov chasdo Baruch hadeyan shem tehilато.
Please rise for our concluding bracha. Kadosh Baruch Hu, Holy One, blessed be He. Bless our bar mitzvah Leo and his family. May we all know the joy and uplift of celebration and song, bringing peace to our families, community, nation, to Israel, to the whole world. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
כן יהי רצון.
May Adonai bless and protect you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
כן יהי רצון.
May Adonai's countenance shine upon you. May Adonai bestow kindness upon you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
כן יהי רצון.
May Adonai's countenance be lifted towards you. May Adonai grant you peace. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
That's Shabbat.
Rockin' Kabbalat Shabbat.
Aronchik.